Welcome to the semi-final round of the 2024 Engen The Making of. I'm your host, Yasmin Ali. The competition is reaching its crescendo, and I know that you can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Round 6 brought us a challenge from industry giant Batu Shoes. Our teams had to conceptualize, design, and create a pair of shoes manufactured with sustainable materials while still remaining fashionable and catering to both social and corporate wear. The winners of this challenge had an all-round solution. They looked at the full supply chain, finding interesting and well-researched ways to make every piece greener. The judges were visibly impressed, making an easy decision to award Mongi and Puleng 50,000 Rand in prize money each. Sean and Duda's approach to the challenge was arguably not the best use of teamwork. They were on the same page and each worked on their own piece without much conversation or interaction. Being so in sync is great, but I think there were missed opportunities to think bigger, which could have happened with more discussion. The winning team got to vote off a member of the losing team. Mongi and Puleng took the opportunity to vote off Dudu, who had suffered his first defeat of the competition. The earnings in these later rounds certainly makes for some exciting reading as we quickly glance at our earnings leaderboard. The win launched Puleng to the top of the leaderboard with over 128,000 Rand. Nicely done, Puleng. Well, we now have our 3 semi-finalists, each of them having had a remarkable journey through the competition thus far. I think you'll agree with me that all of them are well deserving and have contributed massively to the innovation and the drama of the competition. For this, we need to thank our sponsors. To each of our episode sponsors, thank you for challenging our entrepreneurs, sparking such incredible innovative thinking, and of course, for the prize money that allows our entrepreneurs to grow their businesses. And to our title sponsor, Engen, thank you for making it all happen and enabling so much learning and growth for our entrepreneurs and all of us that are watching as well. The environment is electric and the scene is set and the tension has never been higher. So let's get to the action. Engen the Making of semi-finalists. Welcome. Today is semi-final day, guys. So far we have accumulated a lot of money, but I think now it's as much about the money as much as the glory of winning the competition, right, contestants? So, Sean, I just have to talk to you for a second. You were, I'm going to say, very conspicuous in your absence with the presentation and the adjudication yesterday. I bet that was a really important deal. Let us know how it went.
Yeah, yesterday I had some business engagement with the university. I've been postponing those meetings, I think 3 times. Yesterday was my last call. They told me if you are not here, forget about the deal. So I had to drive and be there on time. And then it went successfully. Signed the MOUs and got a contract for a long term with the university.
On the other hand, your team lost.
On the other hand, the team lost, but I gained the other hand. So I think it's fair. It is fair.
Mongi, you're saying that you're more nervous today than you usually are. You've got 75 grand in the bank. Why are you nervous today? I mean, this is easy now.
I wouldn't say it's easy. I'm just looking forward to the round as an individual and the other teams as individuals. It's a bit interesting, but a bit nerve-wracking, I must say.
And Puleng, remind me, how much money have you accumulated so far?
So far, I've accumulated about 128,000 Rand.
And I imagine that's a pretty big deal for your business.
Yeah, but I still need more.
So, gentlemen, remember today we have 100,000 Rand on the line. This is the first of our individual competitions. And in order to get our challenge for today, I've got Greg from G&G Productions. Greg, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about G&G Productions and give us the challenge for the day?
Absolutely. So G&G Productions, we're a live entertainment company. We do concerts, music festivals, and a lot of brand partnerships with brands who want to do very high experience in the live music and entertainment space. Some of our festivals you may have heard of, the Rage Festival, when all the matrics go down to the coast. At the end of the year, we've been doing that for 22 years. So a long entrepreneurial journey for myself as well. And then we've got a lot of other events in the music space. We do Shimza and Friends. We're involved with Kunye, Balcony Mixed Africa with the Major League Twins, the duo, as well as Belito. Big week, and very excitingly this year, a brand new festival with the Marble Group in Johannesburg called the Luxurious Marble Circus. So a lot of big events. Our whole thing is we're not a corporate events company. We don't take briefs from corporates. We come up with our own events. We build them. We create the brand from scratch, and then we deliver those events to the market. And the way that we fund those events is partly with ticket sales, partly with sponsorship revenues from corporate brands, and then with bar revenues and other sort of smaller syntax revenues as well. So what we've seen in the market at the moment is that if I rewind 10 years, putting 17,000 people, 20,000 people into an arena was achievable, it was possible. And at the moment, we feel quite a pressed middle class. People don't have a lot of money to go and just blow on entertainment at the moment. But we see at the very top end, in the ultra wealthy segment, there seems to be no limit to what people are prepared to spend to get those unique experiences, those Instagrammable moments, experiences that set them apart from other people, and things that can really add unique quality and value to their lives. So the brief today, on the back of the challenge of we're struggling to do 15,000 people at kind of middle class ticket prices, 300, 400, 500 Rand, is to look to come up with a brand new concept which is aimed at the ultra high net worth individuals. So ticket prices minimum 1,000 Rand, but the concept could be plus, plus, plus. The ideas could be 5,000 Rand, it could be 10,000 Rand a ticket. I think one's going to be a little bit careful of going too far north, but to look at the ultra high net worth segment, come up with something truly daring, truly unique, but also ultimately something that's replicable and scalable. So to say, if we did something for just a limited 100 guests, cool, but could we do that 36 nights in a row? So you create something once, it might be very expensive to create, but yeah, you're not trying to get 10,000 people in front of it, it's just 100. But to make that financially successful, one might need to do 36 nights in a row and then pick it up, move it to another city, drop it down, and run another 36 nights. So I don't want to completely guide the contestants, but that's kind of the problem, and that at a very high level is the brief today.
That is a really interesting brief.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what they come up with. But first, gentlemen, you each get a question. Peleng, I'll start with you.
Okay. So unfortunately, Mister, I don't have a question for you because my questions gives others the idea. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to keep it to
So
myself.
we're even playing the question component strategically.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
Dr. Sean Perry.
I always have a question, but sometimes he discourages me. Anyway, let me know him. Okay, so my question is, what are your limits in this?
So I don't want to put any guardrails on you. I think it's got to be feasible. You know, I don't think we can get a unicorn to fly in. So it's got to be feasible. Or maybe you can build one out of set and mechanics and a motor, but it's got to be feasible. I don't want to restrict you to any one flavor or direction. It doesn't have to be in food. It could be. It doesn't have to be in music. It could be. It could be both. It could be something unique in sport. It could be anywhere. So I don't want to put too many guardrails on you, but we're looking for replicable, profitable, and I have to go.
Mongezi.
Unfortunately, I don't have a question. I think the brief is very concise and very clear as well.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're playing an individual game today. So there are no teams to pick. But we do need to decide which graphic designer you guys are being paired up with. So Greg, if you don't mind helping me with this.
Sure.
Okay. So we've got the names of all the graphic designers in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with Greg picking the graphic designer for Puleng, then for Sean, and obviously the last one for Mongezi. So, Greg?
Super. So the first one is Sammy.
So, Sammy, you're paired with Puleng.
Second is Santo.
Santo, you're with Sean, and that means
Well,
obviously
don't really need to draw this one. And Becky.
BK.
BK, did I? Oh, excuse me. I
That's
thought
fine.
that was a C. BK.
I will speak to our marketing team about fonts. Okay, so we've got our teams for today. We've got our challenge for today. Greg, thank you so much. And we'll see you later for the judging round.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mongezi, you've got the unknown quantity in BK. You haven't worked with him yet. How do you feel about that?
Excited. I can't wait to see what we spin up together.
Okay. Gentlemen, you've got your challenge. Gentlemen, you know what you need to do. Greg has given you, it needs to be replicable, it needs to be scalable, it needs to be profitable. Guys, are you ready?
Yes.
With 100,000 Rand on the line today, gentlemen, please go to your rooms. While each of our entrepreneurs are getting into their boardrooms and their randomly appointed graphic designers are setting up, let's look at who our judges are and remind you of what they'll be looking for. First up, we have Heidi, our branding and marketing authority. Sim, Engen's transformation and stakeholder manager, who has certainly shown us the importance of well-rounded solutions. And from G&G Productions, Greg, their founder and CEO. The entrepreneurs may be working alone, but they are still being judged on the same criteria and by the same standards. They need to do their research. This will help them to understand the customer, the industry, and the competition. This is particularly important in the solo challenge, given that they don't have anyone else's knowledge to lean on. The next is that the entrepreneur needs to name the product. This needs creativity, and that can be difficult alone. The third requires the entrepreneur to come up with a slogan that really sells this product and gets the audience wanting to delve into the details. The last criterion that our judges are looking for is the pricing and the financial model. The model needs to be realistic and profitable and take all the intricacies and moving parts into account. This is not going to be an easy feat alone, and the entrepreneurs are going to have to work quickly and closely with their graphic designers to get this done and impress our judges. Our contestants have their work cut out for them. I am very happy that I'm not the one coming up with this solution by myself. Let's join them in their boardrooms and see what they come up with.
First of all, you need to find a name.
The name for the event.
The name for the event. What would you?
Okay. Let's say when you
Okay, maybe not a name, right? Now, conceptualize it first and then give it a name. If you're struggling with the name, it's fine. And then if you can't get the name, then you need to conceptualize it. What?
Okay, like that's a difficult one for me. Okay, let's say when you decide to give an event a name, actually, what do you look at? Like, how do you come up with a name? Oh yeah, man, you are not helping me in terms of coming up with the best solution to the problem for the G&G Productions. And every time when you were giving me the inputs, you were told that you were giving me a lot of information, even though that information was still not enough for me to come up with a solution.
Can you open maybe something like, say, Kelvin Momo streams or something? I just want to see his numbers.
All right.
Just to show the niche
Just to see,
and the power of the niche market.
All right, cool.
So this can be further drive. Okay, Kelvin Momo's Fifth was the most streamed album in a day.
In a day, jeez,
In a day.
over
1.3 million.
1.3 million streams
Biggest,
on his
you
first
see,
day.
biggest debut ever for South African and the biggest opening day for an.
I'm a piano.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Get it.
Check his numbers, bro. They're going up, meaning
Crazy, yeah.
his audience is growing.
Every album, yeah, I
28,
can see
42, 56, meaning this is a growing.
And then the
Maybe
recent
if you can
one
just
is
take a
the most.
screenshot of just this part.
Yeah.
So what this shows, it proves that there's an appetite for the model or the music, at least.
True.
There's an appetite. So we're not necessarily going to have to really invest a lot of money in terms of building hype or whatever the case is. It already exists.
True.
So when I realized that for this round I'll be working as an individual, it kind of it allows me some creative room to create as I see things. So for me, it was more of an advantage than a disadvantage.
It's very detailed. Very detailed. That's compared to yesterday, it was straight to the point. This is very detailed, I see. Because it's a exclusivity product you're creating. Something that they don't have, because honestly, since the COVID ticket sales in these events, people are no longer going there. You check, people are having house parties.
Mainly.
Yeah, they don't go to like they used to before. So that's a lot to think of. Okay. What I'm thinking, since this is an exclusive product, we have to come with something that can give the customers an experience that they can never forget, that will make them want to come back more. I always believe in technology, because these kids who like going to this, you see this as young kids, teenagers, they are always on smartphones. We have to, I don't know if they have an app that can have the booking system on all of this, whereby it will show everything, where they can make a booking on it, but it must include the traveling of it. I want to incorporate that train part. Let me type what I'm saying.
Yeah, please.
It was not hard, except that it takes more time when you're alone. So I wouldn't use the word hard, but it's inconveniencing when you're alone. Yes. Because if there was other people or somebody, he could have covered half of the work that I've done. But at the same time, it gave me an opportunity to be able to put all my mind, all my ideas, all my concept, and all my innovations alone. That sets me apart.
The thing with me is that my problem is that I've never been in a stadium before. Because I don't see a reason why I should go to the stadium. And secondly, what I know is a big community hall that can accommodate up to 500 people in Seshego. And
Are you checking the pictures and the venue capacity? That's what you need to look at. You need to check out the picture quality. You need to check out the venue capacity, if it's withstanding all this thing. So venue capacity.
he was just trying to give me the clue, even though it's about music and I know nothing about music. Event, for example, he was telling me, let's say an artist is coming to your area, because I've never ever been in a stadium or in an event, and I don't think I can spend an amount of 5,000 to buy a ticket to go and see someone. As a social entrepreneur, I don't think I can do that.
You know what we can do?
Yeah.
Rather than having different tiers of tickets, we can have the same ticket, but in different phases.
In different phases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, expensive towards the event, because that's where normally it's like that everywhere. I'm normally the last minute ticket buyer.
Ticket buyer.
And yeah, we always
Get
suffer.
the expensive ones.
we pay, because I'm like, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
I'll
Just
do
give
it.
me the price. It's fine. I'm already here.
Okay. To work with a new design, I was refreshing because I didn't know what his set of arsenal what he has in his arsenal, but it turned out quite well. He kept me calm because obviously we feed off each other in terms of energy as well. As much as it's my challenge, but his energy is also important in me completing my tasks and not panicking. So it was quite refreshing.
So I think one thing, I'm just gonna give a comment. I think one thing we should move away from is the other things like the extras. Let's create the experience of the actual consumer. If I was to pay for this, how would it make me feel once I'm done?
Yeah, that's what's coming now. With a premium shuttle collecting you from home, taking you to the train. So what happens inside the train? Those are the things, another part of the product offering. Okay, I came across with something. There's something called Blue Train.
Yeah, that's the one there.
The Blue Train offers lunch, dinner, functions from Pretoria to Cape Town.
So we have to work around that current model and help it accommodate what we want to execute here.
It can be hosted for exclusive dinner parties or VIP launches, and then memories for, I guess, legendary cuisine, food.
So there was no drama, there was no tension, there was nothing whatsoever, just operation, just working.
So I'm going to introduce myself to you guys first. Now, my name is Nell. I'm the events producer for G&G Productions. And I've been in the industry for about 12 to 15 years. So you've got any questions you have, let me know.
Okay, I think the question. Okay, I'm pulling.
Nice to meet you.
So, yes, I think the question that I have for you is that what is the most difficult challenge you guys come across when you are organizing an event?
Sticking to budget.
No, let's start with the entertainment.
Organizing the event, sticking to a budget.
Okay, you check the budget first before you can choose the entertainment artist.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Sure.
Okay, so they stick to the budget.
Today that's something else, unlike other days.
So you have you also have a look and feel, I'm guessing.
Not really.
Okay, so we can.
I think
work
that's
on
where
that.
you can assist.
Okay, sweet.
Private. So it's gonna be private school X.
Private school X.
So can be private school piano or private school amapiano, private school hip hop, private school.
Okay.
That's
so
where
private school is the main.
Yes, the main name.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Working with Mongi was quite awesome. He's a very enthusiastic young man, I might say. Yeah, he's very enthusiastic and he's got so many bright ideas. But yeah, he stresses a lot. But yeah, we managed to do it. Yeah, and everything was cool. Which one was cool? I think he was somewhat overwhelmed with doing everything by himself. But other than that, it was cool. We got things done. I think that was good.
That's why I'm not in this thing of event, because we'll be spending a lot of money. What do I get in benefit? Just entertainment. No, man, I can use that money to do something else.
Okay, that's fine. Then in your business, right, you are trying to entertain your corporate client, your biggest client ever, who's given you 20 million.
Yeah.
How do you entertain them? Where do you take them? Do you take them to fish and chips?
No.
Where?
I'm offering them my product.
Ooh. Hello, alive.
Hi,
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Just stand up.
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you?
How you guys doing?
Ah, we good.
How's
we
it
good.
been so
Just
far? How
under
you?
pressure.
Hey, under pressure, I can see.
Yeah, organizing an event is not as easy
Yeah.
as attending one, eh?
Yeah, you thought it was easy, there?
No, this is a
Ah,
headache.
man, I can see. You know,
This
I wish
is
I
a
could help.
headache. I wish you could.
I wish
too.
I could help, man.
wish
Maybe
you
I could
could
help you
too.
with one question. If you can ask me any question that you can ask.
Jeez. What question can I ask? Would you retail a ticket to an event for 4,000 rands? Exclusive event.
Exclusively for 4,000 rand.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. If that event is an experience, not just an event. If it's more than just an event, if it's an experience, because people can even pay R1 million for just an experience.
Fantastic. No, fantastic answer. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cool,
Good luck.
thanks, thanks,
Good luck.
thanks, thanks.
If you win, you're gonna organize my event.
Fantastic.
All right.
Oh, that's it first.
What the hell?
Dude.
Okay, I'm thinking something here. Nah,
Yeah.
but don't laugh.
Okay, I won't laugh. Wait,
There
why would
was
you
this,
start?
okay, there was this time that I was watching this show on TV. There's a ticket to go to space. It was $250,000 US.
Okay.
I think maybe we can play around that or no. We can to do the event. We invite people. They come. We teach them about. They buy those tickets. The lucky ones, they'll stand a chance to go to space.
What I'm trying to figure out is that space is expensive to go there, right?
Yes.
So
We'll have sponsors that will sponsor the traveling. Oh no, it's not. It's expensive when you're using a rocket. Until those two people, they use that shuttle. It was connected to an airplane, the big one. You don't need to use a rocket.
So you're saying it wasn't expensive?
The same way Richard went to the space. They don't use a rocket.
I don't know how to design, my brother. I literally don't know.
Knock.
Hello.
How you guys?
Good, thanks to yourself.
Very good. How you?
Correct.
Very good. Good and tell me a bit. I'm so good.
Yo.
How you guys doing?
Hey, I'm doing very good. Bad, in fact.
Please meet Greg. Greg is we partner with Greg in some of the events. You know, he's a friend. Yeah, a friend and a brother and a business partner. Sometimes. Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, very, very challenging.
Yeah.
Extremely challenging.
What is it really that's challenging?
Okay. Okay, firstly, I'm not in this field of events and music, this and that.
Yeah.
So I'm in innovations and other stuff. So
Yes.
just to come up with a simple thing that is related to music and events is difficult for me. I don't want to lie to you. Even my pitch is no.
What do you want to ask? What can you ask me that maybe you think it may help you understand some of the things that you're going through right now?
Thanks.
You don't have
I'm
any.
clueless about music. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what I would say. Here's what I would say, even without you maybe asking any questions, Havana. Business is the business. Any kind of business is just business. It's music business. It's mining business. It's technology. It's cut and paste. That's what it is. You're just gonna have to use different ways of getting there. But business is business. How you organize a conference, how you organize elections, it's exactly how you organize an event. The difference is the scale. So just look at it that way. You can actually work in the music industry, but treat it like you are working in a banking industry.
Okay.
Apply everything that you know in the industry that you think you know, apply it here. And then just change your name. Instead of saying banking, say music.
Okay, I get
The
it.
approach. Your approach just needs to be that. So you are not here organizing an event, a music event. You are here organizing an event.
That's all we got time for. Good luck.
Okay,
Cool, my
thank you so
brother.
much.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Yes, the surprise guest actually. He's an angel to me because he gave me a clue. And with that clue, I was able to come up with the best innovation that I'll be pitching in a few minutes.
Next slide, you can now put the what's coming, competitor marketing strategy.
Marketing, financials, and competitor.
Yeah, push those
marketing strategy, just send it. It's the paragraph. You can just copy that paragraph. We will edit it. I want to say, I was telling Alon this morning that I, for one, have been to many entrepreneurial trainings, competitions, programs. This, I call it a PhD of them all. Is the highest core mature that stretches you out of your comfort zone, being able to get somebody's business, develop innovation for somebody that you just met within a space of time, come with an idea, get the idea out and pitch it. It's very easy to pitch your own business, but to pitch somebody's business daily, that's we have been stretched beyond. By the time I get home, I just want my glass of wine and that's it.
Which one?
Okay, the
whole
block.
thing, yeah?
Yeah, that paragraph, you can just click it there, it will copy. You see that cross on the left? That cross there on the left. I don't know how you copy, okay, as long as you can copy it.
Dude, I'm airdropping you the latest document.
The latest document.
Yeah.
Did you update?
Yes, I
Jeez,
did.
Dude, we won't have time.
I'm airdropping.
I'm saying we just tried. So what I want to do is, I want to try editing.
Don't forget the numbers on the slides again.
They done.
Okay.
I'm done with that.
3, 2, 1, and stop.
It went through.
Rishabh.
3, 2, 1, and stop.
In the stick. That goes in the stick.
In the stick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not the presentation.
The presentation.
Yeah. Don't add anything to the presentation. That just goes in the
This
stick.
goes in the stick. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
We're done.
We're done.
Time is up and our entrepreneurs are getting ready to present. And how was that for some star power? Zakes Pantwini, Grammy Award winner, music maestro, and, as it turns out, motivational speaker. The judges are currently reviewing the team's proposal documents, designs, research, and preliminary presentations. For this round, we will have 3 individual presentations where our semi-finalists present their solutions and then answer questions that the judges have. However, in this round, we see a big change. In this round, the judges will decide who stays and who goes, who is going on to the final, and whose journey ends here. So one of our contestants will come to the end of their Engen The Making of road. The remaining 2 will each walk away with 50,000 Rand and earn the right to duel it out in our final. Our entrepreneurs are nervous, but ready to go, and our judges are settled in. The stakes are higher than ever, so let's get into our semi-final presentations.
So here we are, almost toward the end, and you're standing there all by yourself because that's what we're at now, every man for himself. We have reviewed your documents and you got a great brief. And now you have the time to present it to us with your personality. But today, because you guys didn't use all 3 minutes in the last few days, 2.5 is the time you have. Take a breath, another one, and your time starts now.
Judges, and thanks for that. So I introduced to you Private School X, and our tagline is Premium Class in Session. So why premium school? A private school, rather. So private school is normally associated in the music industry with amapiano, which is a big genre with a global audience. So private school is a genre, or a subgenre rather, which is considered to be exclusive and premium. If you know, you know. So the X there denotes the different genres that we currently are supporting, which is deep house, can change into deep house, amapiano, and hip hop as well. So who we are, as I've mentioned earlier, is Private School X is an exclusive and niche musical experience which caters to a target market which prides itself particularly in consumers that consume a limited product or service, in this case being music. So our target market are people aged between 18 and 55 who have a niche taste in music. Our target audience are hip hop lovers, hip hop or rap, amapiano, and so on and so forth. These are individuals who look at music as wine, but also reading a book. It gets better with time, and you get a new perspective each time. Individuals with a loyal brand association and loyalty, which spread word of mouth for the brand or product or the genre that they're interested in. So we took a snapshot of two of the most popular amapiano and private school artists, and these are their numbers, which show that there is an appetite for this genre. And I must add that these two gentlemen here have a global audience. They have been streamed individually over 150 countries, showing that this can scale globally as well. This is the budget we have. Our event is Mea Culpa, which is only 5 kilometers away from Sandton CBD. And our gross profit margin is sitting at 50%, just over 50%. And that is without including sponsorships and food stalls. That's more of the venue and some of the events that have been held at the venue. Strategic partnerships will work with alcohol and spirit brands, luxury vehicle brands, gadgets and mobile phone brands. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, Private School X. Thank you.
Well done. With 3 seconds to spare after we lopped off 30 seconds. Well done, and thank you, Mongezi. So as you've become accustomed now, you know we're going to ask you some questions. Tough ones today because it's a tough challenge at this stage. And I know some of you guys had, it's not so easy on your own, right?
Yeah, it's quite hard.
Okay, so let's begin with Sim,
Thanks.
and let's hear what we've got for you.
Again, well done for making it up till this far. 2 questions for you. The first one is around, I noticed when I looked at your document, couldn't find, yes, I appreciate the design, it looks slick, I loved it all the way, but I didn't get any competitive analysis that you did around some of the competitors within the space. The second aspect as well, I guess it's something that we've been consistently preaching with you guys. We found that the document compared to the presentation, there wasn't consistency in terms of what is contained in your presentation as well as what is actually on the actual document itself. Document was way too brief. So I just an aspect that I thought it's something that you must just consider as well.
Any other questions?
No, I don't have any questions, just comments.
Thank you. Greg, any questions?
I do have. Firstly, I like the graphic design. I agree with Sim, the graphic design, very strong. I like the name Private School X. I think it's it's a cool concept. I love bringing an X into something. Probably my favorite part of your whole thing is the idea that people treat music like wine. I thought that is like a brand statement, is a very nice way of distilling music into a way that makes it feel like art and makes it feel timeless. What I was struggling to pick up, you put up there something like Bread for Soul. I know Bread for Soul. I know the musicians you put there. Mea Culpa is a nice venue. It's not particularly spectacular or premium or ultra premium. The brief asked for something ultra premium. Your ticket prices are 1,500 Rand. There's nice artists, but you can go and see Cubs at a Small or Calvin Momo somewhere else for 300 Rand. Bread for Soul is 250 Rand. What is it that I couldn't pick up in the presentation that differentiates this by a factor of 5 times the price compared to seeing Calvin Momo or Cubs or somewhere else?
Unfortunately, I couldn't add this part to my prezo, but the highest ticket you get to basically, it's called the Dean's List. It's in the actual original document where you basically sit and mingle with the artists of your choice or your favorite artists. It's just a perk we've added, and table service and bottle service as well. I just couldn't squeeze it into the presentation, but it's in the original document.
So what is the ticket price then just to come to the event if you aren't on the Dean's List? Or is the idea that everyone is on the Dean's List?
No. Only 50 out of the 500.
And they pay 1,500 Rand?
No. That's the premium one. It's the close to 4,000 Rand ticket, which comes with a drink, a bottle, and access to artist area.
Okay. I think what was maybe just missing for me, and maybe it's in your mind and it's not articulated, is how is this ultra premium and 1,500 Rand value at Mea Culpa for this experience?
And I'm going to pick up on that because we've talked about this over the course of the series to talk about what's in your head and what's the main thing. Are you getting the main thing across? And Greg's just saying he's not getting the main thing, and you're saying you didn't manage to put it in. And my question really is, what's the goosebumps? Because the brief was really gorgeous. The brief says luxurious, premium, fresh, expensive, and goosebumps. And I don't know where that is. I know I'm not your target market, but but I can spot it if I see it. And I'm struggling a little bit. Is there anything else you want to add? Quick, because you can't repitch.
Okay. I wanted to, if you can, please rephrase your question. I wanted to answer something.
Sure, sorry.
So I wanted to understand, why didn't you include the competitor analysis?
Okay. To some degree, I did by adding events that are of a similar fashion, but ours is looking at scaling outside of the country. I just followed the brief in terms of what it needed. So I had two choices. Either I do a business proposal with the way it is, or I follow the brief, and I chose to follow the brief.
Okay, thank you. I think it's very different working on your own. As much as teams frustrate us, it's hard to be everything. I must say I do love your identity, and your visuals are really great. Missing the goosebumps, but thanks for the presentation, and we will see you a little bit later.
Thank you. That's tough. Jeez. This was a tough one. This challenge was tough.
Okay, so your first individual challenge, okay, how did you find it working by yourself and having to come up with the entire concept and the entire execution by yourself, as opposed to what you've been doing working in a team and possibly drawing from their strengths and their experiences in the past?
That was nerve-wracking. It was a difficult challenge. I found it very, very challenging, especially when it came to the costing and stuff. So it moved me away from ideating more and fixing the concept itself, because I had to move into the costings and make sure that the event is profitable.
But how did that, did it break your concentration is what I want to know?
Well, not quite, because I was just so focused on making sure that we stick to the clock, the brief, the costings, and I was just focused on the project.
Mongezi, good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you in the finale, and hopefully you have wowed the judges.
Hope so. Thanks, Raj.
Back to the judges for contestant 2.
Good to have you back, all by yourself, because now you're a lone ranger. There's no team behind you. It's different, right?
Yeah, very different.
So even though you've stood here before, now everything's come from one brain.
Yeah, now it's really challenging. I see the challenge now.
Okay, but that's what you signed up for. So we're excited to hear your story. We've read your documents, and you know that you usually have 3 minutes.
Yes.
And I said usually, which means something's going to be unusual. And because mostly everybody used only 2.5 minutes, today you're only getting 2.5 minutes.
Today's 2.5?
Mm-hmm. In big letters.
Okay.
So, think a minute, take a deep breath.
Yes.
Focus, and your time starts now.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. William Mutuba here. South African ticket industry is under pressure from economically staged middle class since the pandemic of COVID-19. So the sales of the tickets are down, the high inflation and the rate are very high. But there's a wealthy status for ultra premium people who would like, those who are always have an appetite to explore for unique things. Here's a graph of the tickets, shows that they're declining so badly. In this sense, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you to a space explorer. A space explorer is an event that will put 100 students and 100 older people, a space explorer is an event that will accommodate 100 people to teach them about the space, technology, and the formation of the universe. Why we explore space? We explore the space because we want to improve our health, protect our planet, enhance safety on Earth, and making significant discoveries. Business objectives. We, on the first month when we launch the event, we're gonna make a profit of 100,000, of 1 million rand. The goal is to make more events, to accommodate more people, introduce them to technology and space under the umbrella of event. And so the target audience is for the high school students from 25 years old up to 65 years old. And the competition, we won't have a competition because it will be the first event in Africa to host such event. The market size is 40% of people on Earth want to go to space, including myself. So to accomplish this, we're gonna need an Airbus, an airplane A340 size, the space shuttle, and the hall to accommodate those people. Will be pitching this idea to them. And the total amount will be required is 372,848. The ticket to be sold is going to be 100 rand. I mean, it's 100. The cost of the ticket is 10,000 for a pair. So the price is 1,000 tickets by 10,000. That gives us 1 million. The profits from that 1 million.
Sorry, we shrunk your time because nobody used all the time in the previous presentations. So that's how life adapts. Okay. Fortunately, we have read your documents also.
Okay.
So we have, I think, a thorough view of what your proposal is. And we're going to give you some questions now.
Okay.
And we'll lead with yours, Greg.
Thanks. I don't have a thorough view yet. The brief we provided really asked for something high luxury for people looking for unique experiences. I understand learning about space, that could be termed a unique experience. I didn't fully understand your financial proposal. I'm trying to understand this event. You know, we put this on sale. It's high school students, it's older people, it's learning about space. There's an Airbus A340 involved. I'm not 100% sure what that's for. We might go to space afterwards. Can you in 20 seconds just land it for me?
Okay.
He's letting you repitch, but okay. Quick,
20 seconds.
Quick.
Okay, here on that event, the event is targeted for people ranging from 25 years old to 65 years old. The selling price of the ticket is 10,000 for a pair for 2 people. So the Airbus is going to be used as a transport for the space shuttle. We're not going to need the rocket. So the spaceship will be mounted on the airplane, and as soon as take off, it will be detached. Then the people will go to a space. There will be.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Actually, I need time. 2 minutes just to go for me.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Yeah.
So I've got a question.
Okay, Sim.
So when we get to space, what do we do? That's the part I didn't get in your. So when we get there, I'm assuming we get there.
Yes, so you explore the space. On the ticket that will be sold, we'll select 10 people, the lucky 10 tickets. 100 people, they come to the venue, they attend the workshop where we're telling them about the space and the exploration. So only 10 will be selected from their tickets, and the ones will be going to a space to explore and circulate the Earth for 5 hours and come back to Earth.
Okay, I completely didn't get that, I have to say.
Can I make a quick, it's a comment and a question. You said 100 people, a pair of tickets is 10,000 Rand.
Yes.
So that's, call it 50 times 10,000, that's 5 million, not a million. And then that's schematics. Did you research what it costs to take a...
Exactly, yes, this costs that are affecting costs.
No, to go to space?
Yes.
You've included the cost of going to space, 100%?
Yes, 100%.
Doesn't it cost like $500 million or more to go to space?
Only if you are using a rocket.
Oh.
That's from the ground tour, not the airplane.
If you take an airplane up and then you pop off it, then it's really cheap.
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Well, you live and you learn,
Yeah,
right?
learn something new today.
You live and you learn. Okay, I must say, I found it very confusing because I thought people were going to go and learn about space for 5 hours, and then I couldn't understand what was goosebumpy about that because you were asked to create a goosebump experience. So I found it very confusing
No,
what
yeah.
the 5 hours was. We're going to space for 5 hours, or we're going to sit in a room
No,
and learn about space?
Space 5 hours.
Okay.
I get it takes 90 minutes to circulate the Earth, so it's gonna be for 5 times.
Okay. I think what was in your head and what came out of here were
Didn't
not.
land.
I hope the space,
space shuttle
shuttle
lands.
lands.
I know.
Okay. All right. Good. Thanks. Any other questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Tough challenge today.
Yeah, today
I think the
spirit's far
goosebumps.
from my field actually.
The
I'm in
goosebumps were on
manufacturing
you.
and innovation, so music and the event is something else for me.
Okay,
So,
but you know
eh.
what? As a wise person always said to me, you have experienced events. You may not have put them on, but you've experienced them. So you've always got a view. Okay. Thanks so much. We will
Okay.
see you a little bit later.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bling, I know that today was a hard day for you, but let's start with the presentation itself. It's not your
Yes.
favorite place to be.
Exactly.
So now standing up there by yourself without someone to lean on, how did you find it?
Yo, I find it difficult, pitching something that you're not used to and being in a field that is the first time. It was very hard, to be honest.
So
Very hard.
are you one of those people that is much more comfortable when it's your own business, your own product, your own processes? So this was just a little too much new to you.
I can't say yes or no. The reason being is because this is something else from what I'm doing, but not by the fact that I'm always comfort in my field. No, I'd like to explore for new things, but music industry, it's not my thing.
Not your thing.
Not my thing at
Not
all.
your
I'm
thing at
not
all.
even interested in music. So it was something new for me. Actually, let's say maybe if I was given enough time, like more than 4 hours, maybe I was going to come up with something else, But with that time we're given, it was challenging and I needed more time.
But it's why it's a competition, right? It has to be challenging. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be winning, right?
Yes.
Bling, what do you think your chances are today? You've got tough competition in
It's been
Sean
tough
and
and,
Mongezi.
Good. It's been tough doing something that I'm not familiar with. So now I'm ready for any outcome for me. I just didn't attach my happiness to that outcome. So whatever that comes, I'm ready for it, and I'm honest. Ready.
Yeah, but you do walk away with over 100,000 rand.
Yeah, that makes me proud. And the fact that I made it to the semi-finals and that I'm still a leader,
Absolutely.
I'm happy about that. And yeah, that's it.
Bling, good luck.
Thank you.
We need to go back to our judges for contestant number 3. So over to you, Heidi.
Sean, welcome. It's the time now where you're on your lonesome. No team behind you, just you and your brain and your smarts, and it's getting hot. So thank you for your documents. We've read them. We've had a look at your concept, and we're looking forward, as always, to hearing you tell the story, which usually is the most exciting part. As you know, up till now, we've had 3 minutes for you to present. Mostly people have used 2.5 minutes. So we thought that's what we'd give you today, 2.5 minutes. And that's why we've sneakily hid the clock from you. 2.5 minutes is the time you have.
Okay.
So deep breath, no panic, and take us to Fierce.
Hi, I present you Fierce, the ultimate party experience. The Fierce is a 7-day luxury party experience that includes the traveling and party while you're creating memories, including the traveling with a train and making scenery, journey with a train, and including going on the Mozambique with a boat cruise. Since COVID pandemic, industry of events has suffered so much loss in terms of the bookings because people are staying home. As a result, people are now looking for high-end products where they can create their memories while they're traveling and having fun. As a result, it's nice to go to a party, but until somebody gets hurt, drugged, raped, or even human trafficked. So as a result, we created smart tech integration where you wear around your wrist that can ensure your safety wherever you go. And then through that, it comprises of a panic button that can alert the security personnel, the bouncers around you. It has a GPS. It can also track your live movement while you are moving around. Also, we created a package that is very comfortable for everybody as you are moving from Pretoria, Joburg to Durban, Cape Town, eventually to Mozambique. And then in that package, you'll be moving for about 3 days. In that 3 days, you'll be moving through the train. And in that train, we'll be moving in an executive environment whereby there's a Wi-Fi, unlimited food, unlimited drinks, including in the boat, you're gonna have the same experience and unlimited Wi-Fi. And then upon arrival in Mozambique, we're gonna have another party when you enter there. That is called the beach party. And then later in the evening, we're gonna have a hot air balloon parties where our DJs will be flying with us and then having the incredible moment as is entertaining us. Our target market is high-end people, the business people, the entrepreneurs, and including people who likes to go and have fun in general. Also, we're gonna market this through the traveling agencies, social media, and partnering with all these celebrities that we have around. Based on our projections, we see within the next 3 years, we can actually move from 31 million up to the 40 million. That's a very high profit. And then we also compare ourselves with other competitors like Skyline Events, GL Events, and even 360 Degrees. And then we are offering something that has everything in one, including that smart tech wrist that you are wearing, that family member can track you, whereby you have unlimited Wi-Fi, you can create memories, you can go on a train, you create all incredible memories. I thank you.
Good job. Good job. We need to give you a big glass of water now.
No, you put me by surprise. I was expecting 3 minutes. So I had to recalculate fast within me, you know. So
Sean, you thought that Zakes Bantwini was the surprise. He was just the gift.
that made my day. That made my day. Unfortunately, I lost the picture. Couldn't have picture with him. I like the guy with all my heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's real life, right? Full of surprises and changes and
Yeah.
all sorts of things. But well done. You handled it really well. Good. So as you've come to know, we're now going to ask you some questions. And we'll start with you, Greg.
My first question has nothing to do with your pitch. Dr. Sean, Doctor of?
PhD Chemical Engineering.
Wow. And said strong as well. I like that. First, I want to compliment you a little bit on digesting the brief. I think you took the brief. There's a lot of luxury elements in what you've presented. There's, I think that for me there were gaps in terms of, you said there'll be parties along the way. I think that could have really, those were moments to shine. What are those parties? What do they look like? What are those experiences? I know that the time is limited to put these things together, but I think seeing some more meat there would have really added a deeper understanding for me of like, if you're doing 60 million in revenue, I'm guessing that, what is your ticket price? Because you didn't show us a detailed budget.
Oh, the ticket price is around 5,000 actually.
5,000?
I didn't show it here because based on the brief.
It's okay. Let's just
Okay, the
have a
ticket
conversation.
price per person based on this calculation, it actually moves around 15,000 per individual.
Per individual?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 7-day trip.
I think that could be low. I think the boat for 3 or 4 days would be 12,000. But anyway, what I wanted to understand from you is actually no, I don't. I think I've got it. I think I understand your concept, and I think I've given you my feedback. So, thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Sim.
Yeah, look, similar to him, I think you understood the brief. I liked the innovation around the smart tech integration. I thought that was a brilliant move. I must commend you for that. My only concern was around the logistics.
Yes.
7 days, you moving from Pretoria, Durban, and then you go to Cape Town, and then from Cape Town to Mozambique.
Yes.
The practicality of that as well. Also appreciating a bit of tiredness of some of the people that will be also attending. Are there, and I appreciate, I mean, it's parties, of course.
It's called Fierce, not for nothing, right?
Yes, yes. So factoring in element of tiredness in the planning as well. Just take us through that.
Okay, because we offer the premium luxurious cabin cruise for this package, so people have beds, showers in the train, also into the boats. So the refreshment comes in that. Because I've realized that people, when they want to party, they just want to go and have fun. They don't want to stay in the hotel. Nobody wants to leave the boat or to leave the club. They just want to party, get into the boat. So when they're on their boat, they can also continue partying, meeting the celebrities, having fun. Like what I've been to one where Zix120 was there, was one of the DJs. It's incredible. You're having that premium experience. So it's doable. You don't even feel that it's 7 days. The time you're gonna make a U-turn from Mozambique, you'll be surprised the days are already gone. It happens so fast, but it's doable. And then also in terms of the pricing also, because we're partnering with the travel agencies, and then we bring a lot of people. For this, actually, we go for up to 250 guests. They can give us a lot of discounts that can go to between 15,000 to 25,000 per person. That's what I wanted to say, actually. So they give us good discounts because we are bringing a lot of people. And then these events, they will happen almost every 3 months. People want to have these parties to steam off a little bit from the corporate, from the business world, etc.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm sorted, thanks.
So yeah, I thought your presentation was nice and creative. A 7-day luxury party. I mean, I think they've been Rock the Boat. I think they've done similar things, but on a lesser scale. Sort of one of those elements. The thing that I'm a little confused about, and maybe you can clarify, is your target market seems wide. You talked about corporates and families and youngsters. I mean, I can not imagine all of those people all mushed together on, I would imagine, sort of focusing on one or the other. Do you envisage them all together?
Families is not really the word I would love to use, but I will say couples. It is not necessary for kids.
Yeah.
Yes, it's for couples. When I say families, a husband and wife is also a family.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that.
All right.
So, in the business owners, single people.
And I suppose just a little comment is just I think that you've got to be mindful of making sure that your product and the features of the product are kept separate. So your product is a 7-day jewel between there and there. One of the features is the security that you're offering with a smart tag. So be careful not to confuse the two.
Yes.
I think. Anything else?
I've got just one more, something that's just not quite adding up for me, and I think the financial model. When I looked at your draft budget, there was about 69 million rand or 60 odd million rand in revenue in the first year. You've said to us it's 15,000 rand a ticket, 250 people. That's about 4.2 to 4.3 million rand income on the tickets. How do we get from there up to 60 million? And my second just comment on the financial model is, that photograph of that train is something like Rovos Rail or the Blue Train. You're going to pay probably 60,000 rand a person for 2 nights on board from Joburg to Cape Town. The cruise will cost at least 15,000 for a 3-day cruise. So I think your model would need to be really looked hard at. There's no ways that's happening for 15,000 rand a person. I think what you've presented is at the very minimum 100,000 rand a person.
Is that a question or a comment?
I guess it's a comment.
Okay, you don't have to answer that one. Okay, super. Nothing else?
No, I'm good.
Thank you, Sean. We enjoyed that, and we will see you a little later.
Okay.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks.
Sean, you're fresh out of your presentation. How did it go?
It honestly went smooth from my end. I believe I did my best, and then I think I delivered. I like the comment all of them said, I understood the breath. That's the most important thing. So I followed the breath, and I really understood it.
You were very quick to come up with a concept, and you seemed happy to sort of, okay, cool, this is what I'm doing, this is what I need from you, my graphic designer, this is where I'm going. Is that the way you usually are? Like just so very decisive, very in charge, very, get on with it?
Yes, I was telling Marina during diaries that I'm used to working under pressure. I write so many business plans per week, and some you just see a call open, it needs to be done within the space of 24 hours. I need to do it. So I'm used to work under pressure, so I can do it.
So I'm a little curious, has it therefore been and you can tell me, has it been a little frustrating for you having to incorporate the team into your thinking over the past few days of challenges?
There are days I will say yes, there are days I will say no. There are some things that we didn't agree with, and then only to find that, and those are the things I said, especially last week, then we lost. And then I suggested those things to the other team I was with, and then we won based on that.
So you're pretty glad to have your fate in your own hands?
Yes, I like to be in charge of my own fate.
Okay. So we'll see what the judges have to say and which way your fate lies with them, Sean. Good luck.
Thank you.
And now back to Haiti for our final decision and the judges' comments.
So we're on 7 out of 8 days. And I so want to begin by saying to you, well done. You've taken on board everything that we've talked about over time. But I have to tell you that despite your experience, the standard has dropped. And you had a fabulous brief from G&G. Really, really great. Wasn't your hottest. So let me give you a little bit of feedback and some themes to take, because it's not only for the next episode, it's really forever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so some things. First of all, it's the first time that you've been a team of one. And I think over the period of the show, you haven't liked working with some people and there's been some issues. I mean, really, the game was seeing who you could work with and who you couldn't. And you've not enjoyed some people and couldn't wait to get rid of them. It was darn hard to work by yourself, right?
Yes.
Darn hard. And I think we have to appreciate then the value of diversity in teams and how you as a person can't ever bring 100% of everything. And I think it's quite humbling. And it's evident in the work that we saw today. Okay. The second thing I want to say to you is when you get a brief, and as great a brief as you had from Greg today, is you need to check it over and over and over again. There was one gorgeous word in there that said goosebumps. And I confess I never got goosebumps, really, from anybody. That was like the coolest little anchor thing, that if you went back to check the brief over and over again and check your work, am I giving goosebumps? That would have helped you a ton. And I think that's really about focusing. And there's a great saying that I can't tell you who said it, who was asked, he's a sculptor, and said, how do you sculpt such beautiful things out of a piece of rock? And he said, it's easy. If I'm sculpting an elephant, I cut away everything that's not the elephant. You have to be able to do that. Laser focused, cut away everything that's not your elephant, that's not your focus. And today you had to look for the goosebumps. So I must say it wasn't your hottest. Difficult, I know. Lots of games going on, assignments, voting, all of these things. And in fact, we've got a little game for you today, a little twist in the tail, a little quirk. And I think that you all, as Greg said a little earlier, you thought that the little twist today was your visitor, was Zakes, right? Was cool. Was a surprise. You look so serious. It's probably a good thing. Okay, the twist is not actually that you had a little cool visitor in the form of Zakes, is that you three are not voting anybody off today. We're voting today. Okay, so let's give you that feedback. The first person that's staying, because 2 of you are staying and 1's going home. The first person that's staying was a little easier. The person that's staying today is Sean. Congrats, Sean. I have to tell you, though, that there were some things, apart from the typos, which you know are my absolute worst. There was some thinness in terms of your costing and some of the focus of your thing, maybe even a bit of goosebump missing.
Yeah.
But yours was definitely the best of the day.
Thank you.
The other two, we had to really think about what to do with the other two, because the standard really wasn't particularly good, as I've said already. In fact, if I think about them in particular, Mongi, yours was just meh. You know that word, meh, when you go like, yeah, there's nice things. There were some cool parts to it, but I don't think you hit the brief at all. And we were really left wanting. Puleng, you're a fascinating fella. Because you've been so quiet. In fact, you managed not to speak or not to present for probably 2/3, right? We didn't even know who you were. Quiet as a mouse. But you've played a good game. In fact, as we sit here today, you're the highest earner with over 100,000 in the bank so far. You played an interesting game because you managed to ride really well within your teams, and you did a good job, and that's part of the game. But you've run out of road today, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And whilst I appreciate that this isn't your genre, we're faced with challenges all the time. But I think today is not your day. And I'm afraid you're not staying, you'll be going home. So the second person who will be staying is you, Mongezi. Congrats.
Thank you. It's close. Yeah.
Heidi, Greg, Sim, I know that this was not an easy task for you guys. I know personally it's not fun to send someone home. So, Puleng,
Yes.
as Heidi said, unfortunately the road has come to an end, but you've had a very good run. What's your experience been like?
Oh yeah. The experience that I had since we started last week was very good, was so encouraging, so motivating. And with the team that I've been working with, different people with different minds, we've been doing very good. We were winning, we were losing. So yes, I was playing a very good part in all of this pitch we've been doing, even though I was not pitchy, because I'm just a quiet person. But I think I saw the box. So yeah, it was interesting, and I'm ready to go home.
If you're ready to go home, then Puleng, thank you very much for your participation on the making of this year. You may leave.
Thank you.
Mongezi and Sean, 50,000 Rand each. Mongezi, you did say to me, I need to win more money. Sean, you were saying, I need to win this thing. So you're both in it with a chance of still reaching each of your targets. So, harsh words from the judges. We look forward to you raising your game tomorrow in another individual challenge to see who our ultimate winner is going to be. Judges, again, thank you so much for your time. Greg, thank you so much for such a beautiful brief. Sim, as always, thank you to Engen for making this possible. And Heidi, thank you so much for your wise words and for holding these two fellows together. Judges, contestants, you may leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there we have it. Sean and Mongezi are our finalists. I think that we'd agree that Puleng's concept was certainly out of this world, but didn't quite land with the judges. Jokes aside, in addition to incredible learning, Puleng leaves with just over 128,000 Rand. This will definitely make a big difference to his business. I love that although he knew that his concept wasn't feasible, he didn't quit. Resilience is one of the most important characteristics of any entrepreneur, and I'd say the root of all success. Have your favorite contestants made it to the final? Do you think it was a mistake for our entrepreneurs to bring Mongezi back? Let us know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section or on your favorite social media platforms. We have 2 finalists and one last exciting episode to go. There's an incredible 100,000 Rand up for grabs and of course the title of Engen The Making of Champion. I'm Yasmin Ali and I'll see you in the final.
After I've opened that briefing, that's what I saw when I, like in my mind, I was like, wow, this is a real challenge now. And I've never ever been in an event, so I've got no experience, nothing at all. It's like first time in a cockpit. You don't even know where to turn on the engine, nothing. I feel great. I'm not sad because I've seen this coming and I wasn't attached to the outcome, so I've got no problem at all. Be confident, have passion, be creative, and take a ball into your own hands, in your own court, and do the thing and face a challenge.